Definitely one of the windier days since we arrived here. 40-mile-an-hour winds all night and all day. I'm trying out a little DIY fix on my phone at the moment, trying to cut back on that wind noise, which is so irritating. And I have uploaded a video to his Caravan channel, which shows you what I've used to try and cut back on wind noise while we're recording. But the main concern today is these plants. They're going to get hit by wind for quite a lot of hours, which could cause a lot of damage. So I've done a few things to try and help them out. And then I'm going to do something else, especially to that cucumber plant. Let's take a look at what we've done so far. As you can see, we've got these tumbling tom plants on quite an high level as well. So we've put these canes in place just to help support these plants. They're nice, thick, stocky plants, but it doesn't mean that the wind won't snap that stem if it starts really gusting. So that is definitely going to help. And we've also done the same to this one. They are taking a bit of a beating at the moment though. These plants are a lot smaller, so these should be okay, or at least I'm hoping so. And I've removed lots of things from this balcony area, except for that potato plant, because we've tied that to the balcony to keep it stable. So hopefully it's going to be alright. Of course we have got things that we can't move, like those peas, but they've got their own support, and so far they look okay. And so does everything else in these planters, because these aren't tall plants, so we should be fine with those. These leaves are getting massive on these strawberries, and we've got lots of little strawberries there as well. I can't really do much about this tomato plant because it's in this obelisk, but we have tied it once again to a cane to just try and stabilise it. I was a bit worried about this cucumber though. More than anything, I'm worried about windburn, because that's going to start killing leaves off, so I might do something about that shortly. And apart from doing that, we've once again put all these plants together so that these containers don't get blown over. But it's always the potato plants that take the beating. And there's not much I can do about those, except hope they pull through once again. But I am utilising this back storage area as well. We just take a look in there. I've put tomato plants and peppers, because it's also a cold wind as well, so we need to give them a little bit of protection. And we've got one or two up there as well, just until this wind passes. And then we've got this metal storage area at the back that's got the washer in it, but I've got the odd plant in there, and once again trying to protect those peppers. In this particular area, it seems to be windy more often than not, so we've got to keep an eye on that, because as I was saying, windburn can cause lots of problems to your plants. The leaves will start and go white on the edges, and eventually it's going to kill that leaf. So if you've got any tender plants, maybe offer them a little bit of extra protection if you get days like this. Being sat in 40-mile-an-hour winds for the best part of a day is not going to do those plants any good. So we need to make a little bit of extra effort. That cucumber plant has got an obelisk over the top of it, so I'm going to wrap some cling film around it, and that's going to help it quite a lot. It's going to stop that wind constantly hitting it, and also reduce the amount of cold. So we'll just wrap some round and tie it on. We can't do much more than that, unfortunately. Just tie it off onto this frame. And then just wrap it around. I'm just going to wrap it round the bottom at level, work my way up until we're above that plant, and that should do it. And that's going to keep the wind off the leaves of that cucumber plant, because cucumbers are more susceptible to cold than most others. One thing that was really nice to see this morning was this planter that we did. Look how many flowers have come out on it now. That looks amazing. So for today, I've done what I can to protect these plants. If you haven't got cling film, which I think most people have, you could also use bubble wrap, that's a little bit thicker as well, or tie thin cardboard around your containers, just to help reduce that wind damage. I'll probably do that tomato plant as well. We'll just hope for best on other plants, especially those potatoes, and hopefully tomorrow it'll be a little bit calmer. And thank you so much to everybody that wished Ginny an happy birthday a couple of days ago. And she will be making an appearance when this weather clears up to personally thank you herself. But that's definitely not going to be today. So I'm going to wrap up a couple more plans and then I'm going back indoors for day, because the weather will be really windy and horrible. It's constantly threatening rain and it is quite cold. And if you're interested in seeing how these plants get on after this really horrible 40-mile-an-hour windstorm, then please hit that subscribe button, press that notifications bell, and I'll see you when it's a bit nicer.